So does the GoPro Hero Black with the medium mod on have any problems when recording outdoors? Now I don't just think these problems with outdoors, it can happen indoors as well. My problems is whenever I use the GoPro Hero Black, I get these issues, and some people have been saying what I've been looking up. They're roughly the same problems as the GoPro Hero 10 and 9. One of them is overheating. So with the overheating problem, you can just go down to the settings and turn the heating thing off, and then it won't acknowledge when it's overheating. It'll only overheat if you're using it on record for a long period of time. But what I do is the great outdoors. I do a lot of wild camping, hiking and stuff. I'm only probably recording 30-40 seconds at a time. So the overheating problem, I've not really experienced that yet. The other problems, I thought to myself, is it something to do with my memory card? So I got a 256 gigabyte memory card, and for a short period of time the problems stopped, and then I was out again of a weekend and the problems came back. So I started looking further into the issues and what I can do to stop them going. So the biggest question is, what are the issues with the GoPro Hero 11 Black? So one of them, and I've experienced this over the 5 months of using this GoPro, I needed to come away from the phone. Like now I'm recording off the phone, this is the GoPro, and I needed something lightweight and easy to carry. So when I went through Amazon, I brought all this set. As you can see, I only got the GoPro, the light, the microphone what's built in as well anyway, and the little stand what's got a battery included, so that can help charge your GoPro by this cable here, and you just pull this little flap door open there, then you just stick it in, and it allows to help charge your battery quite a few times. But I'm going to do another video about that because there's a slight problem with that idea as well. But I needed something better, and like I said a minute ago, for a couple of months things were all right, and then they started occurring again. So I thought to myself, I'm going to get to this channel and we'll talk about it so other people can see. But there is issues with the GoPro Hero Black. Now one of the issues is when I turn the camera on, just press the mode here, turn it on for a second. There you go, it all lights up, everything's fantastic. There's me giving you a cheeky little wave. You see how it comes to the writing and these things on the side here. Your settings, tells you what you're in, cinematic mode, 4K 24 frames per second, I think that means. Anyway, the issue is sometimes you can turn this GoPro on and none of that appears. It's just a blank screen, and the front screen here is just black, so notes recording from the front facing, you can't see anything. Note will happen on the GoPro itself, it'll just freeze and you have to do a quick reset. The other issues what I do get is, once I've recorded a clip, come to turn it off by pressing the off button up here, that's the record there. Like now you can see it's starting to show time recording there, and you get a double shot of me, quick wave on both cameras. So what will happen is when I go to turn it off, it'll freeze again. The time of recording will stay on top, and then once again it freezes, you can't do anything with it, and that does become a problem as well. So what the other problem may be is when I'm recording, the whole thing will just cut off altogether. I could have it stood there, I'm doing something around, well, stood here let's say, I'm doing something around my little camp spot or hiking up a bit of a hill, I want to get a bit of footage, and the whole thing will cut off, and that then again it means I'm going to have to go to retake that clip again. Something I don't really want to be doing. I buy this camera, I spent a hell of a lot of money on it, hoping it solves all my problem. And the other issue that I have with mine is the batteries drain pretty quick, but that does not help with the microphone that I've got to improve the audio. So the batteries do drain fast with the GoPro, but like I say, with this little fluffy thing on here, like a microphone, this is like the cat cover, then it does drain a little bit quicker because you're powering the microphone at the same time. So is there an issue? How we can sort this out? How do I come across it? Well, to be truthful, with this new GoPro, you shouldn't be really having any issues. So how do I sort it? Well, the biggest one is, like I've said, once I've finished recording, I press it to end the recording session, then it freezes. So the next problem that I do have, and it happens a lot, I have to hold down the mode button, the power mode, for 10 seconds. Now it's cutting off all right, but it don't do it once it's got the freezing problem. So after 10 seconds, if you move your finger off, then the GoPro will go black and it'll turn off. And then when you go to turn it back on, it says repairing file. So what that means is it's trying to repair what it were having problems with. Now 9 times out of 10 the problem is solved. The clips there, I have to go back through and have a double click as well, just to make sure I've got that footage, so I don't have to start re-recording everything, because some things you want to catch with these GoPros, action cameras, you know, you're getting it on the spot, aren't you? You're getting what you need as and when you need it. Some clips you can't get twice, so when it does that, I've lost a couple of clips before, it does start getting annoying, and you start thinking to yourself, is this GoPro really worth the money that I paid for it? Should we be getting these problems? Apart from that, the GoPro is fine. 9 times out of 10 it's working absolutely brilliant. It does have that problem, like I've said, a few problems there. You know, the batteries are not brilliant, it freezes when it's coming on, it don't work, the overheating problem, and then the other problem, like I said, is when you're recording, the whole thing just cuts off. Using my phone is a lot easier, but I don't want to be carrying like the tripod around and everything like that. So now I'm recording off the GoPro, and you can see why I thought getting a GoPro camera is going to be better. I don't have all this stand here to carry around to hold my phone. I don't have the big tripod that I need. That is classed as a selfie stick as well. And like now I'm recording looking at the front camera, everything's fine, the quality is perfect, the audio is good coming from the microphone. It's just them issues that I have when I'm using it, and when I need that clip perfect, it intends to play up with them issues. I'm dealing with it, it's not a major thing. GoPro said I can send it back, but I don't have time to wait for GoPro to send another one out, because that's what GoPro like to do. If you got an issue, you send yours back into them, then they'll send you another one out. And from all the problems what I've seen from, like I've always said, the GoPro 10 and the 9, these issues seem to be, you know, occurring with all their cameras. I'll leave some links here for you so you can whack this and you better subscribe. I'm just an everyday person, outdoor person, who really does need a camera like this. So I hope, you know, all these issues can be sorted very fast.